going to hear from Maddie. So Maddie's going to come and say a few things to us that fit in with the theme of the service, and we really appreciate you being here, and everybody's going to welcome you again with another round of applause. Maddie, come on.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here, and this is a beautiful church, not chapel up until still learning. I'm Maddie from Auckland North Community and Development, which is easier said ANCAD. And Greg wanted someone to come and talk about Neighbours Day. I'm not a specialist. I did spend 4 years manning the barbecue in the city centre Neighbour Day, so I can tell you how to get 20 sausages perfectly brown. That's about it. But I'm going to do my best. Neighbours Day has great roots on the shore with Takapuna Methodist Church, who I believe came up with the concept and partnered with Inspiring Communities and Lifewise, which is a part of the Methodist Mission Northern Trust as well. So, and I couldn't find an exact date because I'm not an expert, but I think it was about 15 years ago. Neighbours Day is actually 10 days. This year it's 18th to 27th of March, and the theme is Kai Connections, which is why we're at this beautiful Harvest Festival. The purpose of Neighbours Day is connecting with your neighbours and your community. And I think COVID has shown us, reminded us why that's so important. It allows us to look after one another, to learn and understand new cultures, to feel a sense of belonging. And for me, it's a real sense of joy to connect with my neighbours and the people around you that you spend most of your life around. Sometimes it's just logistically necessary as well, like giving your neighbour a spare key. It's my mother had to do, and I locked myself out of the house about 300 times during high school. The Neighbours Day website, which is at the bottom there in red, has some amazing ideas for what you can do for Neighbours Day this year on your street or online or in a COVID-safe way or in your wider community. It's also got a bunch of amazing templates, so it's got invites, it's got templates for a community recipe book. They're all beautiful, very colourful, very easy to access. But I did write down some of the more kind of COVID-safe ideas for you. Making a community recipe book or collection, creating or getting involved in your community garden or community pantry, socially distanced barbecue or picnic, making a special batch of preserves. I'm a jam person myself. And sharing your excess produce. And I thought I would take this opportunity as well to talk about another project that fits in really well with Neighbours Day, which is ANCAD's Community Resilience Project. It's all about emergency preparedness with your community and your neighbours. So we found, I think, a lot in COVID that the most effective responses came from communities caring for one another, distributing food, fighting isolation, raising awareness, and helping everyone to understand the very many instructions that came out over the last 3 years. In an emergency, your community is your front line. They're the people that are going to get to you the fastest. So I've got some photos up here. The first one is from the Papatoetoe tornado, June of 2021, last year. And immediately after, the local rugby teams, the local tradespeople, they came out, they cleared the road for emergency services. They helped do short-term repairs so people could get back in their houses and there wasn't more damage. Local faith groups went in and fed people for weeks because the houses couldn't store food or people were, under a lot of stress and financial stress. And there was a lot of emergency services could find where the need was through those community groups as well. The second is our community pantry in Bayview, where I live. We have this amazing local bakery and they got full PPE and they just gave food away for free constantly during the lockdowns so that no one was going hungry if they couldn't get to the shops. And that last one is just a billboard I really like, which is community as strengths. So ANCAD, we really want to help communities prepare to get make a plan. So it involves getting to know the neighbours. It involves making a little community plan, which in reality, every response is going to be different depending on what happens and how far and wide it is. But if you have a plan to work from and a community of prepared households, that response is going to be so much more efficient. And we also ask communities to think about how your community might come together in scenarios. So how will we communicate if cell phones or landlines or internet service go down? I'm currently working in the Devonport Takapuna local board area doing this work, so you're going to be wondering why I'm here. This is basically heads up. We will be moving around the whole of Auckland North. I'm going to be back in a few months, and hopefully we'll be looking for community champions. So I've already got Green on board, luckily for me. Looking for community champions to come to some workshops and just help raise awareness in their communities and get involved. So I'll be back. I will be back in a few months, and hopefully we'll be really excited to get involved. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Thank you.